welcome back to my channel. My name is Amkhela Mukhotu. You can call me Amo. I'm a fashion designer, crochet artist, adult beginner, ballet dancer, and an overall creative. Now, I know I was supposed to upload last week, which is why you're getting 2 videos this week. One tonight, one tomorrow, I hope. My tongue is blue. I've been slurping on my slushy. Okay. If my blue tongue is gonna bother you throughout the video, I am so sorry. And also, look at my cozy sweater. I mean, it's giving, you know. Anyway, let me go on to today's video. Now, as I have said, I am bringing you guys 2 videos this week. And I was supposed to upload tomorrow's topic today, but given that this video was supposed to be up last week, I decided, okay, let me just start with this one. I guess both were supposed to be last week because that's what I had planned, but then life happens and shows you flames. But on to today's video. The Shein and Temu tax hike in South Africa. Dun dun dun. I mean, for people who shop there, dun dun dun. But for us designers, I'm just saying. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Shein and Temu and their prices and how that's going to be affected in South Africa from now on. Now, I'm going to share research and statistics, well, kind of. Basically, what has happened that led to this. I'm going to share that. I'll try and link to some of the articles that I have read. And then at the end, I will give my personal opinion on what I think. So, let's get into it. Right. Okay. My fashion designers. Come close, my kids. Come closer. Fashion enthusiasts. Come here. Those who love sustainable fashion. Come here. Sorry, but we're shaming the ones who shop at Temu and Shein, especially for clothing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But if you know me, you know that this has been something I've kind of been low-key passionate about for like a long time. So, spoiler alert, I'm very happy about this. I'm so happy about this. So if you don't know what Shein and Temu are, please move out of under the rock that you have been living and come into the real world. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Shein and Temu are Chinese e-commerce brands. Shein specifically just focuses on clothing. Temu is a newer one that focuses on clothing, electronic gadgets, and I think there's furniture on there as well. I don't know. I've never been on the site, so I've just based on the amount of sheer PR and marketing, the amount of money they put into it for Temu to show up everywhere, that's what I assume it sells. Clothing, electronic gadgets, maybe some furniture, the works. So our local clothing retailers and stockholders in the textile industry have accused Shein and Temu of exploiting a tax loophole when it comes to importing into South Africa, and that's why they were able to keep their prices so low. According to an article on mybroadband.co.za, I quote, the so-called de minimis rule had allowed Shein and Temu to get clothing parcels of under 500 rand through customs with a 20% import duty and 0% tax rate, end quote. Now, this is a big problem for retailers that import some of their clothing, because they have had to pay 45% on their import duties plus VAT on top of that. So a little bit of an unfair advantage, as you can see. Now, the Minister of Trade and Industry in South Africa, I don't know if it's still the same person, but based on this article, it was Ibrahim Patel. He said that the growing dominance of these Chinese companies is one of the textile industry's biggest challenges when it comes to importing. Now, last year, the Trade Department launched an investigation to determine whether or not these companies were evading taxes. Yeah, that's how long this has been going on, since last year. The executive director of the National Clothing Retail Federation, Michael Lawrence, also flagged with SARS what he thought to be suspicious practices by Shein and Temu. Now, allegedly, the companies or their local agent, Buffalo Logistics, have taken advantage of the tax and customs loopholes to cheaply import their products into South Africa. I don't know. Like, why? Of course, these companies are denying any claims or allegations, and they, quote, emphasized that their low prices are due to business models which enable them to procure products directly from factories or suppliers in China, end quotes. Now, major SA online retailers are all handling this hurdle differently. TFG's Bash have retained their strategy and believe that the quality of their clothing is what brings their customers to them, and the brands that they carry are also what's going to keep their customers loyal and shopping with them. On the other hand, Zando have launched the Zando Global Clothing Importing Service, and they have partnered with Buffalo Logistics to handle their international shipping and customs clearances in South Africa. Now, why would you go do that? I'm curious, Zando, why would you do that? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Okay? The implementation of these tax hikes was said to be in motion from the 1st of July 2024. That was Monday. So if you shop at Shein and Temu, sorry girl, I think the price is about to go a little bit higher, and I will tell you why this is a good thing. It's also important to note that these tax hikes only affect the clothing imports. So on Temu, their small electronic gadgets and anything non-apparel is not affected, just the clothes. Having gone through most of the information of what has been going on and I think I'll share my thoughts now on this whole situation. And I think I'm going to be speaking for a lot of designers when I mention certain things. I'm going to try and keep my opinions as close to fact-based as possible. So yeah, the local textile and retail industry workers, I believe, were right to wave a flag that launched an investigation into this. Now, this is going to upset a lot of people, especially people who love to shop on Shein and Temu, but it's going to be very, very good for local retailers and our local textile industry. Now, the reason this is a good thing is because the South African local textile and retail economy was taking a hard hit from this. If people are buying their trendy fast fashion clothing cheap online by Shein and Temu, then they're not buying from our local producers, manufacturers, which means they lose out on profit and people lose work. So the fact that they are raising these taxes so that the prices can be a little bit higher gives us an edge and also gives us a chance to be in the game, you know. Now you get to choose which product you would rather buy, and they are on a level playing field, I believe, you know. And as much as, you know, these companies, Shein and Temu, say that their business models are how they're able to keep their prices low because they source directly from the factories in China, it still begs the question of like ethical practices. We all know that they're not sustainable at all. Fast fashion, or as they like to call it, fashion on demand, it's bad for the environment. That's it. Like there's nothing to it. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for designers. It's bad for brands. Okay. So as much as they say that their business models, how they're able to keep their prices low, like what are they paying their workers then from these factories? Because if you're getting a dress for like 50 rand and it's like a very intricate dress, how much are they paying the worker? Because they're still, you know, packaging, there's still shipping, there's still customs when they get here, there's still the courier when, you know, it's in country or whatever. So it's just I'm just questioning certain things about their work practices and whether or not they are ethical and whether or not they are treating their workers with human decency. I'm not saying they are not, but also they are, you know. Besides, they are so, like, guys, the fashion industry in South Africa is so underappreciated. There are so many designers with a wonderful talent, and we're not reaching any customers. We're not reaching the right people, in a sense, because everyone is just running to Shein and Temu to buy something for cheap. Anyway, that was my 2 cents or 7 cents, depending on how you want to weigh that. But what do you guys think about these tax hikes? Are you willing to pay a higher price to Shein and Temu for your clothing, or would you rather take that money and go and support a local designer? Let me tell you the right answer here. You're going to support a local designer. No, I'm not going to force you, but I'm just saying, if the money you're going to be paying Temu is going to get you something of better quality locally, why not to just support the designer or the dressmaker or the seamstress, or, you know? I'm just saying. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you think it's a good thing, let me know why. If you don't think it's a good thing, let me know why. Yeah, basically tell me if you're happy or upset and why. Yeah. So this video was meant to be a more extended video. I had a few of my colleagues, I wanted them to share their piece regarding this whole tax hike situation, but we never got to recording their, their what they want to say in their piece. So I will probably release another video on this topic, but with other South African designers sharing their input on how they feel about this and how they see how it's going to affect the industry, the fashion, textile, and retail industries. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I don't know why I said it like that. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Please do like and share this video, and if you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button for more insightful fashion info. That's what we do here. We talk about fashion, specifically sustainable fashion. And if you want to know more about that, do go on my channel and check out my other videos. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess, in the next video. Yeah. Stay stylish and eco-friendly. Bye.